Since we have a need, no, we're not going to.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here for the second session on my Pathfinder game. So we do have the players at the table, as you can see, and we're ready to get going. So, who can tell me what happened last time? You know, it's been a couple weeks.
Oh, yes. She has a bubble up permanently. We just gave, we were sick. Drinks with the fire.
Okay.
That was good. Fun.
I believe that was a gnome bard, if I remember correctly.
It was real fire.
But it is a known bar.
Yeah.
It depends. It's the fire.
Just have you realize you're good.
Hi, Monk's going with my hair. And I know it's a lot, or love my mom. Conflicted about my.
House conflicted about a lot of.
Just knows you're reading up.
But you know what? Food selfish feel that
This is true.
By drinking
Well, the barbarian is the
right.
you're not keen with whatever bar that have.
So you the night break with after having your drink, doing a little bit of the carousing, whatnot. But night does break with a earth-shattering boom. Yes. That was supposed to be an earth-shattering boom.
What you hit this time?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Internal panic. No.
Okay, my next thought is we'll launch the flying adult object.
Yeah. Fuck. Ah, Coyote. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah, there's a huge story behind that.
Yeah, she's heard it, but like
All those several stories.
Yes. Anyways, so you get up, you go down, you have breakfast. You don't really have anything too much going on for the day. So what you do decide to do is you decide to go check out the because you haven't been there in a couple days. Board.
Okay.
Yes, job board. So who's gonna go check out the job board? Okay, the rogue's going. Anybody else going?
are you gonna come this time?
It's the dog said I want you to go. But
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll go stay here and have breakfast this month.
Okay. I
You
grab
behave.
whatever meats on my plate for breakfast and I carry it with me as I'm eating.
Okay.
Keep the screaming to a minimum.
I'll only eat one by the every third one.
I don't have bail money.
Don't worry, I keep a lot.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I'll spend a job board.
Oh, this is going to be so bad.
You're letting me
All right. So there's a few things up there.
I couldn't you last time.
No, don't talk to you about that.
There is a couple of want ads for or wanted posters, I should say, tacked up there. Roll me a knowledge, just a general knowledge.
Crazy good boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 12.
All right. So you know a couple of these guys. They are part of the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
You're like, no. They're also very, very.
What's the number on the bottom?
It's only one is 200 silver. The other one is 2 gold.
Nope. Not bad.
Yeah, it's really super low. There is a quest for a missing pet.
Go
The pet's name's Fluffy.
Holy the fluffy.
Is it a giant rabbit dog bunny?
It's that 5-year-old dragon.
There's really not a lot. It's just it looks like it was. There's a small conclave that you guys know of, a small farm, I guess, outside of town, and they're the ones that put it up. Let's see.
What details do I see on it?
There is a advert for the wells on another farm have run dry, and digging deeper isn't fixing it.
How much does that?
It says on it that negotiable.
Oh no. Oh no.
You're careful. Because we want to roll probably to see if this stuff works.
Oh no.
You are well, these people are having issues with them well. And it'd be a nice thing to help them out, possibly get working again, or even if say that was blocked up by some sort of monster and whether a riverway, or even possibly find another hole we can dig in, make so that stuff we need to make a living.
Should know new characters.
Oh, I'm already. Oh no.
You're really wanting to negotiate that price, aren't you?
What's going on? So the price would be one to negotiate. Yeah.
And last but not least, there is a report of sightings of a strange animal in the forest. It's a fairly large animal.
Said the strange sightings and where?
In the forest. Hey, Sally.
How far is that?
The farm with the missing pet.
Yes.
It just says it is about a mile or two outside.
So any detail as to the pet other than love.
Nope.
Let's take those two.
I'm gonna talk to the person at the front desk. Where they're gonna request sports. Basically, the person who.
There's nobody out front. It's a board out in front of the town hall where people can go and put up the adverts. It's kind of like when you walk into a grocery store and you have the advertised board. Same type of idea.
Have phone numbers.
There are only technically details on the mysterious creature.
Nope.
That's detail.
That's a mysterious detail right there. The pun is out for looking.
I'm gonna kind of look at the creature.
Anything in her.
A long time. Mysterious creature, which is probably a pet, which is not something you would possibly ban the water into a well.
No, the well. No, the well is actually on the exit side of town.
I don't see which way it got changed.
We're walking our way down.
Because
Okay.
I said, it's gone. Why?
It's money.
Mysterious creature one.
I'll take the missing pet.
Okay.
No.
Let's do the well one too.
Great. Why do I have spent in joke? Questions have been
Your quests have been up there. Check your quest tracker.
We take 3.
Yeah. Exclamation points, above,
Alright.
people's heads.
We're gonna
Which 3 are you taking?
the well one, the missing pet, the mysterious creature.
Okay. No, that's just a rocky.
pretty mysterious thing, corpse.
Because we feel like nothing else.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming you're going to go to the farm first.
Well,
No, yeah.
We're heading your direction anyway. You're not worried.
Get on the street.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a quest.
Alright.
2 of them may or may not be cool.
we got built with the well. They're usually all layers. And then we have a municipality.
In floppy.
All we're like that.
And then we have a mysterious creature, which is not
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
No. Not a Cerberus. I can tell you that much. It is not a Cerberus.
I mean, you picked it up from some guy for 3. Why?
Yeah.
At least we get these. You can put about some kind of center.
Boy, John.
What? Okay, let's see.
Or the putt putt.
What's the rules best?
Wow, let's see.
Back into the puddle.
Here's some.
Say hi, bird.
Yep, right her butt.
Well, like it's still not gone down.
I think that's good.
Lady for dog.
So, I'm gonna do the 2 with the mysterious creatures and fluffy. I'm gonna take the well when I'm like it almost with me. I'm just gonna see what's going on. Yeah.
Bye, saying hello. Yeah.
So
Because
I'm hearing this. We're splitting the party.
So the lumber go away.
They can go talk about this two topics.
Okay.
Back up at your side of the
yeah.
Well, this was a nice yeah.
environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going with you? With you?
I'm going.
Okay. So you two are on hold. You two are on hold. You go to the farm with the missing pet named Fluffy. This little kid comes out probably about maybe 8 to 10 years old.
Right.
Just kind of looks at you, kind of cocks the head and looks at you. What? And starts speaking to you in a slightly different language. Which ones do you know?
Silver.
None of those.
Or what about one?
Nope.
Or
You're missing Fluffy?
Fluffy. And the little lip comes out. And you start seeing tears that start trickling out of the sides of the eyes.
well, Fluffy? Fluffy.
Ooh.
Big.
And then
Fluffy's huge. Check out by the animal pen that's probably close by.
you get over to the animal pen. You don't really see anything. There's a bunch of hogs.
Pretty good.
I want you to make a perception check.
Sorry.
You do see what looks like some rags that the pigs have gnawed on. You also do see some blood. That's all you see though. As you get closer, when you step into the pen, because I mean it's a hog pen, so it's mud.
Yeah.
Once you step in, you actually wind up stepping on something. You pick it up. It's a boot, and there is part of a foot left in the boot.
Pretty. Okay. Slowly going.
Do you have any knowledge of nature?
Yes, I do.
Why don't you roll
I just, sorry. 14.
that? That's basically what you needed for it. With that, you know that pigs will eat dead human, especially if they haven't been fed in a few days.
We see it actually part of this.
Yes. Yes. So we know that that this is probably what befell at least one of the adults.
I would like to back out of the pen, keep it right on the hog.
The hogs aren't really. You're alive. Yeah, they're not. You know that they eat dead.
There.
You know that they will eat the dead.
I'm still backing out.
There's also a very quick way of disposing of a body too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Check out the barn.
All right, you go into the barn. You notice it's not locked. In fact, the door's ajar.
Usually at work. Open the door.
I need you to make give me a con save.
21.
You're fine. You're overwhelmed with the stench of death.
Yeah. And now someone that night I don't know what out here.
You are you going to go into the barn? Hey, you do see what looks like a younger lady. It looks like she is actually local from the language stands here. Looks like, judging by her clothes and whatnot, that is what you would say that she's wearing the traditional garb. The other thing is that, she has huge slash mark across her chest, and part of her arm has been ripped off. It's laying there, but it's like something bit it and just wrenched it out.
Yeah. Maybe that's off my player.
I need you to do a perception check.
Is it for theory?
It did not have bunnies.
4. Yep. That's a 9.
Nope.
You think snow.
Yeah.
Not paying much.
Turn around. Try to find my player.
All right, you do that. You're on pause. You do attempt to speak with the child some more. It's just you're finding a uh, few things. Do you actually have the linguist spell
Uh,
memorized?
not memorized. No.
Okay. All right. I will give you an intelligence to try to figure out what language you do. You're looking for a 15 or more. Do you have linguist skill?
Yeah.
So you can use that to.
Phrase.
That's fine. You can still use whatever. I think it's intelligence anyway. What'd you roll? What's your total? What'd you roll on the die? Yeah. You know that you've heard this before. Just can't place what it is.
Okay.
Now give me a perception check.
Figure out like. 13.
Okay. You do notice that the child is dressed as a traditional, um, of the area, more than things. So you know that you probably are putting money on it. This is probably the child is much lighter skinned than the normal folks who would be here, who are usually more olive, a darker olive skinned. Uh, so you thinking that one of the parents is probably from this area uh, originally, and the child's still young. They're outside of town, so typically children wouldn't go to like school, so to say. They'd be raised on the farm.
It's like, do you have a picture of Fluffy or can you draw Fluffy? Like all over
Fluffy.
Gonna pat her on the shoulder.
She jerks away from you. No. This is the first time you've heard her speak common.
So, so your Fluffy is this like huge.
Fluffy.
The ground, like draw like a dog. Like,
And every time you draw an animal, uses the little girl comes up and marks it out with her foot. No. And then she walks inside, and then she comes and will give me another. I'll give it to you because it's pretty good size on her. You notice that she is wearing a necklace now. Do you have anything like appraise or?
So I do have knowledge of Arcana on the range.
Okay, give me a knowledge arcana.
Base.
You would still know that this is something to do with that. You actually recognize it because it's something that they use in your church when there is a language barrier. It is a necklace of tongues.
Yes.
What? And it's coming out very broken to you. What goodness, thank you.
The necklace helps us understand.
Yes, you no talk stupid no more. Can understand.
It's fluffy.
Thick
Is he?
feathers.
Is he like a?
Snuggly.
Is he like a dog?
You draw dog before. I say no. I spit it out with my food.
Can you draw fluffy?
She grabs a stick and draw. It looks like she's drawing a kind of looks like an arch, and then two eyes, little beak, and then a bunch of feathers. And then draws a collar so that it'll tag on it. And Fluffy, Miss Fluffy, not go Fluffy. Mama, Dada no come home either. They out look for Fluffy. They told me. And they no come back. It's been 5 days.
Okay.
Above board. That's why it's smelling. Because number one, you're in the jungle. The heat, the humidity is not going to make a body smell good. Yep.
We'll see if we can find
Okay.
and see if we can find parrots too. Have you eaten or?
Yeah, eat up. She comes out. She looks like she has a little bowl, and it looks like essentially like a little rice bowl type deal. Uh, and she squeezes, a few fruits into it and whatnot, and starts eating it. Eat fine.
Okay.
I make myself. And she's all proud. Made it herself.
She found a so
Is you
he's a good friend of mine.
let him wear loincloth?
Crap, got to put my clothes on this morning. Sorry.
Wind blows, things get cold. Not good.
Well, we'll give him private.
Okay. And she actually goes back into the house, closes the door.
You go collect Taylor before.
That's not my parents. What? Aw.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. And there's a possibility that I know we're doing it.
Should we?
Take her to the hospital.
Okay.
Put the book Supposed to.
Yeah, you see the foot.
We're not going to the bar. You want to give proper rights to the body.
Curiously, I do find the other.
You find the other boot, it's empty. The
Yeah.
clothes are torn, bloodied,
Yeah.
and well, what you can see of the clothes without cleaning them, there is blood. Of course, it's covered with hog shit, mud.
Anyway,
Oh,
Makes you wish you had prestidigitation for yourself.
from what I've seen, it's giant chicken rooster. It's huge,
okay.
and it has a. Yeah,
Hopefully that. Maybe.
not been fucking actually.
Sure, but we have claws.
Assuming if it's like a bird, it's probably gonna have claws.
Go Bob's body.
You see the gruesome sight. Actually, you need to give me a con check.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no problem. Unless you are faster.
15? That's
You feel slightly queasy. You don't throw up or anything else, but you're not having this. You pulled out a perfume handkerchief because this is something you would have had to have dealt with in the past. Something that you have in your kit. Yeah, and it looks like the arm's been ripped from it. Give me a heal check.
shenanigans. That is a 26.
So yeah, it looks like the arm is dislocated because of the way it's just sitting. The stump is kind of twisted and yeah. The gouges go all the way down. It looks like they did pierce the heart. They went basically when it went through. Basically started right about here. When it came down, it came through the rib cage because you can see where the claws came over the bone. And actually looks like it did pierce the heart and then finish out and also did nick the entrails. Almost blinded.
So, yeah. It's your check.
Probably. Your team is.
If we find out family members, I don't feel like it's a safe place to be hurt by itself. Here, looking at the work, the bad thing about the three that are.
We never did tell the person to that out.
No, because you were stopping here first.
He's the civic part, and that's.
There's a farm about a mile down the road.
And we are located well.
On the other side of town. They went toward the north. You guys are going toward the south. Yep.
The other,
Oh, sorry.
the other thing, so
He himself.
yourself,
We're gonna go. Oh, no, we're gonna talk for neighbors.
All of a sudden, you hear a ear-splitting scream from behind you at the door.
Turn around.
It's the little girl. What did you do to my mommy?
We found your mom like this.
I don't believe you.
I can't do that.
I still don't believe you. You did something to my mommy. And she starts getting very angry. Her eyes light up. She starts to transform.
Oh, buggers. Oh.
No.
Knowledge nature.
Yeah, look at- oh, got the 21 right there.
Knowledge history
No. No.
is
Actually, yeah. Give me a knowledge history.
Yeah, this is called, oh, buggers. Why the hell no?
You've got nothing. You recognize this because you saw one of her rings that she was wearing started to glow. You know that there are some members of the Mwangi tribe who have born into what you know as a warrior spirit,
Yeah,
and she becomes
creature.
very much looking like the creature that she described to you. Roll for initiative.
I'm not going first.
I'm not the first either.
What's your number?
Oh,
Kind of a plot.
Okay, so okay, who had the higher initiative between you two? Now, as she finishes the transformation, she leaps at you. I will let you both know she does look like a juvenile owlbear.
Yeah, that was my very first thought. I was like, God. Shadows? Yeah.
Well, 12 hit you.
Clean up. No.
If that ain't gonna hit either. Ooh. Well, 21 hit you. Yeah, it was the bite.
Oh, that's very area. That worse.
He bites it deep. 3 points of damage. And what is your CMD?
All right. Beat a 17. Oh,
By 1. She is latched on and starts to kind of pull. Todd.
all right. Well, I'm going to try to break out.
Okay, so roll your CMD or CMB.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I think that was going to cut.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm big like punch sharp. That grapple on the back. I can just be grappled. You can't fight.
No, she just has your arm. You're not restrained.
Yeah.
You can still attack with any one-handed.
But you go take a swing. Well, it's 16 hits.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Okay. And your arm pulls a little bit. You're going to take. I already give you. Oh yeah, you're going to take another point of damage from your. Get up.
One easier.
won't see yet.
What are you going to do?
Okay. Health wise, how do you look?
I'm big. That's what I know I want. Something bit me.
And she's roughly your size.
Yeah, like I said, I got the thing. This is not going to be good there for us.
Whereas a normal bugbear would be time and a half your size.
Yeah.
So because she's essentially with her age.
Yeah, she's a bugbear. Tough.
No, she's a owlbear. Juvenile, yeah.
Touch you. Next time you roll d20, roll twice and take a better result.
Sweet, I got advantage.
I'll also say, look around and see and don't kill it.
Oh, it's her turn again, huh?
Yeah.
All right, she is still grappling you. Let's see. What's your CMD?
It's 17.
No, that's not going to. And then she's going to try to claw you. That's not going to hit. And the other claw. That's not going to hit.
We're gonna be flat footed.
No, because you're not at a loss of dex.
Without being
You have not lost your dex. You're able to move with your feet wise. You're held.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. All right. Your turn.
I'm touch for 3, so like,
You got to punch her again.
yeah. So the spell saying I roll at the 1.
Which one?
What spell is it?
It's a domain spell. It's of luck.
Okay.
Standard, next round, anytime player rolls d20, roll twice. You get rid of 3 plus wisdom times 3.
I'm going to switch on using the flat. Not.
Basically, you're going to be doing like if you were playing Fit that you're going to roll a base. Take the higher of the two.
We have to take this.
Baby.
Let me get my.
Go.
Chicken.
Down.
Sorry, folks.
It happens.
21, 6, yeah.
Yep.
4. Hey, look there. 5 points up. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. This is great. Look at 1.
Here.
I get 1. We're still at that level. We only get 1.
I get one.
Good. Oh. Wow.
No, I'm going to
You smoke is on video games.
I'm gonna do channel energy, selective channeling.
Okay.
Roll.
D8.
That's pretty great games. Are you not?
It.
That's all I need.
That's all. And you would get 4 also. But that's about it.
Yeah. That's
No. No. No.
okay. Try it again. Hey, well, 16. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Hold on. I don't want to. I just want to get off or knocked out. For 8.
At that point, the bite slackens, falls over, and she begins the transformation back to a little girl.
When she's done, I'll take off.
It will not come off.
No, I'm like the whole.
Oh.
You
Stabilize.
Actually, you check her over. It appears that she is healing. And I will give you a knowledge arcana. She's wearing 3 rings, I'll say that. She has on a ring of regen. This one that will transform her at will into an owlbear. And also a summon nature's ally.
Like, Philosophy.
Oh,
Bad. What is here? Fine.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. It is a summon nature's ally with permanency. So basically, once summoned, it stays. But if it dies, it can be summoned after 1d4 days.
Look at your. That Fluffy, the one that's in the woods, and that one day you accidentally man up off and get.
Or the chill got mad at
Yeah, that's the girl I'm referring to. That scared or man on there. Look, take her back to the house.
and
They were supposed to meet.
keep an eye on her. But
Pretty forward because he's already responsible to 2 of us. Especially me, my sure.
then we left the company alone. But I think we should wait. Because if we go through it, they will find who knows what.
Yeah.
We just,
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her child.
Well, can I put her back in bed?
Yeah, but
You go to try to go into the house, and you are stopped at the door.
for
Well, not her. You cannot cross the threshold. It's kind of like walking into essentially walking into a door.
Area here.
There is a small porch area with looks like what would be like a tiger type seat.
On that. What? What?
he grabbed some water.
There's a well right there at the corner of the house.
Just I'll check if you're like around here. Hey, 18.
There are a lot of tracks. Looks like random animal tracks. The thing is that you also have to remember rain
Yeah.
past 3 nights. So a lot of the tracks are going to be either covered or washed away. Things along those lines. Tracking only can get you so far when nature has already erased.
Yeah, I'm going close to the road that leads to the feed road.
Okay. So you guys get back out on the road, and I'm going to pause you there. But to the other two. As you arrive at the farm, you see a older gentleman, like he's digging the fourth well next to well his initial well. Uh, Everything else, and there's like just gotta be water. There's going to be water this time. You guys walk in. He doesn't see us. So.
I will the use really
Let's say go. Can you guys find water?
depends on what's going on.
Well, the well's gone dry. It's just done. This well has been here for 4 generations. No, it just even checked, some of the caves that are on the outskirts of the property to see if it was, what was going on. The streams are all running correctly. In fact, the one stream out is pretty good. But with the rains that we've had and everything else, it's to be kind of be expected. Hmm? Sure is.
Water for a little while.
Yeah, but do you understand pouring buckets of water half a kilometer to water my plants? You just kind of
I prefer to like don't physical labor is a waste of time. Where's your initiative?
you see the initial well.
I'm gonna walk sorry, give it a road.
When you walk over, you look. You're gonna look down it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your race? Fork. Okay. Give me a perception check. You can see the bottom of the well, which is about 50 feet down. Because with your dark vision and everything else, you get your head and you throw your cloak up over so it activates your dark vision. Everything else, and you look it down, and you're like, nothing looks out of the ordinary. You see a bucket sitting at the bottom of basically a dry well.
Think set up well.
And you can actually see the lines, the water level. I mean, there's no decreasing in it. There's just the one line that's thin. It's kind of like that white,
Yeah.
mineralized
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
You do see a few of them that are faded a little higher, but I mean, that's just from the whatever tributary or whatever, wherever the water's coming from. Why would I go to the bottom of the well? It's dry. There are rungs that go about 3/4 of the way down. But even just looking at it, you're not sure how stable they are. It looks like they're going to put in when the well was finished. There's a couple of them that, because I mean, it's steel, metal. It basically, they're about this wide, but when you get toward the wall, you become maybe, 1/4 of an inch.
You know where the water usually comes from in the well?
No idea.
Yeah, chunks.
Okay. So as you start going down, how are you going to go down the well? It does have the typical, little. Well, it has the little roof, cross beams, and what you would think is a traditional type well.
I'm sorry to go
Mm-hmm.
one end of the road entrance on to the one side of the well.
Okay.
To carefully well we're to the ground, but at the same time kind of one thing on the road. So
Okay. We need you to roll a climb check. Make sure you do take your minuses if you have any into effect. You grab the first rung, breaks off in your hand. Put your phone away. Phone away. Uh, yeah, you too. No, but you essentially you look at you are going to need to make a dexterity check.
yeah.
Reflex save, yep.
Next.
Okay. What? Wow. Okay. You fall 40 feet.
Take it.
Uh, 3, 8. Give me an acrobatics check.
Morning one.
You're going to take 7 points of damage because even though you were falling, you were able to get yourself into a position. You still took some damage, but it was not as bad because you were able to kind of roll through the landing. You are at the bottom of the well. No. No, you're not. You went heading off the other way. But you would have started walking. He was securing the rope, double checking it. You would have been well out of because of the stuff that. Yep, you heard nothing.
He was flying. Or the Wilhelm tree. Or the Griffith tree.
So well. So
All right, give me a perception check.
someone's talking. So. Even in a good scene, you can do something.
Nope. You heard nothing.
The barber's going, give me that kid.
Because as you were walking by his hog pen, the pigs were just squealing and having a great old time. Yep. Yes, the pre-bacon. So you go and you're at the bottom. You look around. There's actually Two, and this is weird because these look very, very much the catacombs of France arches. That looks like this is where water would have flowed through. And we pause on you. Probably not. At your level, you couldn't afford it.
At least you get to post in a fireball.
All right. Billy, it's good that your amounts are done. Because you have fresh water for the interim.
Well, you get down to the stream and you look. Give me another perception check.
First button is
Another die. Reroll that using a different die. That die just does not like you.
well.
You have a base of 12, which you're at.
Well, it's a base 6 and I have a 6.
Okay, so you have an 18. You're able to track where the stream actually comes out. It actually goes out and around and behind a fairly good sized set of rocks. I'm talking this is about 15, 20 feet in the air. So you get around. Yes. Give me a survival. The dice are not liking you guys tonight. Jeez.
Or just once.
Okay. You kind of go around and see that it appears that there is kind of you have seen this type of arch in a lot of Weaver cathedrals from your order. It's just a arch entrance. And there are bars where the water is coming in.
So is it a barn door? Or is it just a barn with the arch?
It's an arch, and then it has bars. It's a gate, but it is the bars are incorporated within the arch. What is it? Yeah, essentially a grate. They're probably about this far apart from each other. Probably good 6, maybe 7 inches.
Bars and walking along to see if they're hoping hindering roughly through the bars that is small enough.
What's your race? All right. As you
Doggies go crazy.
the unfortunately that the farmer's dogs start going nuts when you get close to this and everything else. But no, essentially as you look into it, it looks like it goes back about 20 foot and then curves. So you really can't tell anything.
Nothing.
No. And there is the rocky butt on the street.
Right.
So,
Puddles. Leave
would I be able to
everything alone. No.
stream
No.
feeding the well?
Not really. Not from here.
Not from here, but would it be?
It's possible.
And this is this the largest water source? And
Well, yeah, it's always had some water, but and you notice that no, no, I think so.
go check out Beagle Park.
Okay, you
It's been dug.
uh, pause.
Look in both directions.
They both go about 20 foot. One make the one behind you makes a right hand turn. The one in front of you makes a left hand turn. And it looks like it. And the thing is that as you look at this, it looks like this is hewn stone. Like someone has actually, finished the stonework. It is extremely smooth, and you know that probably it is extremely smooth. The funnels are extremely smooth due to water passage through time.
Put use the rope to climb out. So the wrong on me first.
Okay, give me a climb check. DC is going to be 18.
Is a 22.
No, you had to get an 18 on the nose.
That's hard. So I dumped the
Yeah.
It's Superman.
No, you climb out.
And what that
I need you to make a perception check once you get to the top of the well.
20.
You do see that you're not probably within one good tug of coming undone. And then you stop and go, oh crap. You could have been at the top and again.
Yeah.
Rope stream that one and throw things below.
Mm-hmm.
You get stand inside into the boat, get the light tug and pull. Yeah. Yeah.
Wanna sit down a moment? Wait for that.
As she comes, and that's when your monk comes walking up.
Like,
You wanted to do it?
I think I did. I just bang myself at the preview. But stoned in archways. Both
There was an art.
well, I'm gonna be like, alright. Give us a moment to double our other two on 30. Or else with what they're doing. Hopefully get we'll go down there and search the tunnels to see what's going on.
Okay. And you show the farmer this, he's like, still be like, you look like you look like you could really help me though. You do have a small reservoir over here. If I can get that filled up, that will last me until you guys can at least get back and be willing to help me get that filled.
faster any day. Water, temple.
He actually does have a 2 bucket. They looks like a wooden rod that you can throw up to, bring 2 buckets up at a time. He actually has 3 of them, so he picks one up and hands it to you.
Pick it up and like, okay. And I'm sitting there.
And when he
Yeah.
Just like,
So you have.
I'm a 7 260 pound.
okay, what's your strength? So you'll have to make a couple stops, but you can actually carry him that way. You may lose some of the water. Doing one over the back, you're going to lose a little bit, but not much.
Let's go with it. Get this over with and then catch up with them.
All right. So you guys, it takes you about an hour to get his reservoir filled with you, both of you and him. I do definitely appreciate the help of good, people who, aren't just looking for something. Thank you much. And he walks into his house.
you know, like,
So I'm sitting here like I completely did it all. So,
Because he asked you and you said, okay. So,
if I didn't, then I wouldn't get it.
Well, no, and. Maybe.
This keeps the job. Get it when it comes time to negotiate. I mean, I'm just gonna solid and walk.
Okay.
Like, odds are to get this, even though it would be too much to run. It's just not that kind of growth stuff.
all right. So,
Go through town.
and then at that point, when you guys get back to town, pause.
figured that there's like,
Yeah.
It's like, before we go, I make sure that
There's a wagon path, and they have kind of wagon paths up to the houses.
send that we go with them.
I think we should wait for more friends, because this is gonna take. We'll wait for him here, because I don't want this to be
No.
by her.
So are you guys
Go wait for me, on the path, it's, house on Panger Road.
okay?
If we're gonna wait underneath, try to find a cover with some not holes.
Then well, there's a few horse blankets and stuff like that are out there. But really, truthfully, when you actually you feel her, she actually feels very. Also, have to remember, this is the jungle.
Just walk down.
It's like, use it as.
Yeah.
Make it,
Mm-hmm.
probably stay like within eye shot of her.
All right, so about 2 hours later, or about actually, it'd be about 2.5 hours later. Here comes your other 2 compatriots.
Goodness, you're here.
Before we start, I will use that.
Oh, yeah.
This is the second time we've had to do that today.
So you guys are having just as much as we are.
Me too. Yeah. Where do you want me?
Yeah, start off with, Just spot.
I don't want experts right now. I just know about 42 down in West.
Well, it's what girl is now there.
Okay.
For both of them, she thought that we killed the mother.
She did.
We had to knock her out. Huh? There's a
Found mom and Bart. He clearly.
father more likely dead too. Two deaths, next to pig pen, and one of them.
You gonna be DM?
Look at
Oh,
that.
did I?
Fluffy, we believe is a fully grown old bear who's probably no rights. She has a ring of summon nature's ally for Nancy.
Yeah. Because that might be PMP.
Her parents have been dead at least at the most 5 days. Actually, with like the check that I've been
She's been dead about five, actually about 4 days. She's actually been dead.
been killed.
So, and I heard by
It's also very possible.
On the other thing to remember is that he's a juvenile.
so definitely looking out for spot mark. Okay. So
So we go to demon that shakes everything down. Dead people. And I don't hear something with spectrum on your side. We got a well that has 2 giant patterns like pump.
Yeah, we're not going to be going in.
hey, we also have the strength in the woods.
My money. Yeah.
My first question is
She called.
Yeah, already know.
so where the book.
Well,
I mean, right now, I'll look over to the house. Is she still there?
You guys are about half a mile down.
She's right now not. You don't see anything from here. Would you take a peek to the shooter? Wouldn't you?
I want to take a peek further.
I didn't know you.
So, I look at the monk. But if you're Mossberg turns out it is, but bigger problem is now we have a tower that can turn into a level space. Which helps that we after that.
Well, that. If you worry about that, Palmer, would you want to go with me or?
What kind of knowledge do you have there for this?
Local.
Give me a knowledge local.
Local. Local, but the 17.
It will. You do know that there is a local shaman in town, and it does, just from what they've explained to you, are some of the little weird things that have come out of where that shaman's at as the shaman's protectors. You know that they do have some sort of animal spirit that, and essentially what you thought were familiars, always around them. Granny Pods!
Stop.
Mostly it was, it's, like, big cats, panthers, stuff like that, or cheetahs.
We'll get the panthers. Could you probably need everybody for that? I don't know. I'll go look at them out. Mark, we want to play babysitter while I go get some possible answers. Because we work with the child, bleeding. Time to put it down. We work that side. Got it. Hold on.
Random elf. Pizza.
Okay. I'm gonna go and look at you two and be like, you could stay in this back. If you want, I'm gonna go talk to Notice that I say that today. I walk up and go talk to a doctor.
Okay.
Asshole was kicked by an 8-year-old.
He will transform into hell bear.
About an hour later, you're back in town. You go up to the shaman's area. You're stopped, and they ask you what business you have.
So my friends go on owlbear and has a summon, but yet you think the summon may have killed the parents is pretty well the moment. Just run away.
Yeah. This is what?
He just kind of cocks his head and looks at you like,
Yes. Well, just so you know, this is the thing I'm doing about. Water stopped flowing, but yet somehow there's two giant, weird waves near the bottom of the well. Time for you to sit here and ponder over what stuff I've done. You're talking about, figure out what to do about that. That's fine. There's no way to give her guidance.
yeah. He looks out at his cat. His cat kind of nods at him, and he actually steps inside. Cat just stays there and just looks at you.
Like, can you speak to, or are you just aware of what I'm saying?
And he just chuffs at you.
Speak, but you understand.
About 10 minutes later, you see a actually fairly lavishly dressed female come out.
Everything on that.
You said that you had some issues.
Child turns into parents dead by what we believe is a figure out where can spend which thing is also an unaware that killed the parents because the child doesn't understand what they're doing.
She stops, does a side look at the guard, slaps him upside the head. You should know what this is. Where is this child?
Arm this way.
You see her before your eyes. There's like a slightly bright light, and she turns into a snake and flies off that way.
I'll meet you there. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Look at the cat and be like, once we meet, have slap. And just keep going.
You make it back.
The road's too tired to get in.
You know what? I have a
lot of hurting.
Might give up someone out the window. Yeah. Like I said, I needed you. No, it's fine. 2 points is still better than nothing at this.
D8.
Yeah, it's a D8.
D8 plus half level, wasn't it?
No. Well, yeah, it'd be D8. It'd be just D8. You don't get any pluses to it. By the way, the lady you talked to, this is what she looks like.
Yeah, you're there. That's the weird shit. Yeah, no talk together.
Fox is barren.
Yeah.
Do you not? Okay, I'm gonna yell at someone who doesn't recognize.
It's a sorcerer from Human.
Uh
Essentially, it's Tio's mom. Man.
huh. So you get back into the. You get
Yeah.
about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. Well, about an hour and 10 minutes later, hour and 20 minutes later, suddenly this bird lands on the side of the road near you.
What?
All of a sudden, there's another blinding light, and the picture I just showed you is the lady who just there. Except she's a little bit older, does have a cane.
Go to the seats.
Take me to the.
Yes, ma'am. I take her.
You take her up there. The child's still asleep. She looks at the child and looks back at you.
I'm sorry.
She looks over at your arm, still sees the redness and the inflammation.
Just look through her.
Did she actually heal you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look through.
She looks down at the child. And the mother and the father are there. Yes.
Mom's in the bar. Yeah, just tell me the bellies of it.
But they're
Yes.
that's what I have.
Yeah. And
She walks to the bar, looks on. There, she stops you in the middle of them. You see her take her cane and she says some things in a language you don't understand. And the cane above her, all of a sudden you do see a light lift out of the body and toward the sky. And the body just kind of turns to has finally released her soul. It was stuck in her body. You said the phone ate the other.
Show you where the body was.
Is there any part of me is all I need. You take her over. She does same thing for the boot. And suddenly you see bits of light come up, and it's literally like it's coming to one point, coalescing together, and then shoots up into the sky. He is now full again. You have no idea. I will tell it will pass. I will talk to him. She knows of me, and unfortunately, my my spirit card is much stronger. And she walks over. She actually puts a hand on the child. He jumps up, starts looking around, sees you two, get ready to lunge at you again. He grabs her, and she goes, "Child, that is not hospitable." She stops, looks up, and kind of shrinks back a little bit. But they killed Mom and Dad. I know, child. But they did not kill them. Bring Fluffy back. But he's gone. Fluffy. You have the power to bring him back. Things very hard. Very, very hard. What?
Sorry, I just had that thought in my head.
And she kind of closes her eyes, and then all of a sudden, an owlbear just kind of materializes right in front of you. A full-size owlbear, 12-foot tall owlbear.
Well, it's about some size.
Well,
He actually chuffs at you like kind of like a cat. And on that, he he walks over and he embraces the little girl as the old lady kind of steps back. You've always had the ability to bring him. You need to learn to control your emotions, though. Were you mad at your mom and dad? She kind of goes, they wouldn't let me go to the festival in town. And why is that, child? They said we didn't have enough money, and I was mad and sad. And I wish you were dead. She goes, see, child, when you have this ring will allow your summer, your protector, to carry out your wishes. You need to be very specific on what you want, or things happen and you get hurt. He goes, I killed my mom and dad inadvertently, child. It's okay. I'll take you back to the temple. We will fully explore everything. We will make things better. And she kind of bows her head a bit. She's not happy at all. And basically it was at that point Fluffy kind of disappears as the old lady kind of just takes her chain, goes right through him. The little girl gets scared and it's okay, child. Come in back later once you have control. And all of a sudden you see kind of a blinding light and they disappear. You gonna go talk to the neighbor? You go over to the neighbor. It takes you about 10 minutes. The neighbor describes to you what's going on, whatnot. Says there's this huge, feathered thing.
bear for you.
Yes. Yeah.
Think I'll bother you anymore.
Wait, what?
Think I'll bother you anymore.
Why do you say that? I just saw it an hour.
So,
I see. Did you dispatch the summons I take it? Okay. I'll have to give her the reward then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. Probably not even bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Yeah. That's okay. That's right in front.
also, down the road.
What about that little girl?
To be taken care of by.
That's good. That's good. Oh no. I knew I should never have agreed to that. Well, If they're both gone, that means I get their land. Do you understand how hard it is to work my own land instead of having to work somebody else's too?
Yeah.
He I ain't got time to talk to y'all no more. Y'all get out of here.
Keep that.
He's no, he's storming away.
The farmers. The tools that they use, by the way. We'll probably think about where she comes from.
He seems to start throwing stuff as you walking by stuff like looks like an outside top, metal top, but you know.
Hey, do you want us to take care of the pigs real quick?
No!
The Darkest Post,
No! Get off my land! All of a sudden, he pulls out a staff or a rod, and he fires. I need everybody to make a reflex save. That's there. Yeah, you're in the clear. Everybody that's there, make a reflex save.
The barbarians go get hit.
Would you?
19.
She would have been right.
Yeah, so it's just us two.
Why would you stay on the porch? The girl was gone.
Because he's hurt.
Because he's coming back. Well, you knew he was coming back. Never mind. Yeah, that makes sense. So, basically, you guys take 3 points of damage each. As a concussive stun ball.
Yeah.
Think of a fireball except for being stunned.
Yeah.
A sonic boom
Yeah.
goes off.
Sorry, for taking your quote from you. I'm not.
Because if you do that, you are actually bound to you are. Because of the paper that it's written on.
That's yeah. Go back down to your boots.
Really?
All right. At that point, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll see you guys hit back in just a few minutes. And we're back. Okay, so you have the guy ran you off the farm. You made it back to the porch. She let you know that she came and is gone. That she took the kid. So now
We're coming back.
you're coming back. They tell you that the guy's not going to pay up on it because the sorceress, basically the shaman, took care of the problem essentially. So he's going to go pay them.
It's one to get to know about you guys for a friendship that we've had. I would tend to be a bit too on.
Did not go on.
It's not typical.
Well, close.
You
Still be here. Here, move down.
How much did you get back?
You.
Does that put you back at full?
Now what?
Okay, you're fine.
It's that the same way.
Yeah, everybody's now healed back up except for you, which is 1 point down, which is not a big deal.
You have done. We want to understanding of the common and everything.
So, but
You need that.
so we didn't give this shit, but I know this.
We got one left at my pay.
Let's hurry. So like, no, I've only used 3 with my level 1.
we tend to get brought
Plus 1 mod per day. So I get used. Plus I can still use my spells.
Yeah, she hasn't touched the spell, she just used her channel. Which is fine.
Paranoid monk. I like paranoid monk.
Alright, so you go back into town. Are you going to maybe do some research on those arches to see what you can find out? There is a chronicler, Pathfinder chronicler, very small office, but there is one here. Okay. So you go in there. So you go in. You speak with one of the people there. Describe what you've seen and everything else. They're actually very interested because this sounds like something from back when the gods, or not the gods, but the kings of old, the 7 kings, rule.
Do the barbecues.
Just so let me get this. You're gonna want to send someone. We're gonna go and play babysitter. You're gonna do nothing worthwhile while trying to claim everything for yourselves.
No, you're going to go and make sure that it's safe, come back and report back to us, and then we're going to send a chronicler out to look at it.
Go help the farm.
That's you guys.
You want us to go and make sure it's. You want us just to stay bucket and take care of the farm with everything.
You want to tell everybody our business? Yeah, leave your mom.
So, and taking care of the farm and discover the shit for them. So
Aren't they one and the same, basically, at this point?
His plans was not included on figuring out who to make a well work.
We left him, and that's not no longer on the circle. It's that he has to know he has taken over the fact that he now has two farms.
That's what the person we're talking about. We're talking about the guy who was supposed to be helping fix the well.
Not
We're at the corner. Talk about weird archways, the bottom of a well, whatever you figured out over in your section. So they want us to go and work the farm. Well, check whatever this is. It's still not fixing the well. That's completely separate.
we are learning knowledge from the car.
Yes.
He's just kind of sitting back watching you guys go back and forth. He looks at you. You see like
You're not going to do too much. I'm not your figure.
Sit on your. You can stay in the public park. For going on.
We're not going to point that out.
So what you want to do is go over, make sure that the culprit stays.
and help the guy out. If he's got to pay you to help him out, help him out. And if once the tunnels are safe, I'm sure that there's some kind of finder's fee, which I was getting ready to get to before
What's
the
happening?
rant started. But I mean,
Like, things are like to go with make sure.
no, we don't send our chroniclers out.
Okay.
Let's say, why are we going to send our people out into place that there are a few that are still adventuring, but they're very few and far between.
Not me.
He pulls out a map and you see that it looks like where this farm was. There was at one point some sort of structure at some point. So, it could possibly be the over the years, with the rise and fall of the rivers and streams and everything else, it sank, and debris and whatnot that made it into lush farmland that it possibly is underneath.
Just do that here as well.
Try to follow what's in the stream with the.
It actually looks like it used to be a fairly large river, almost a half a kilometer.
Well, if that's spread up, then we should not be spread that the well.
So, you know what I can do that? Good work.
Okay. Well, it is. I have the.
And by the way, our standard fee is 50 gold for taking care of something.
Like, you have a problem with that?
It's fine now. We just did a few jobs, but maybe we get a few campus. Walk out.
He waves his hand over it and then hands you a copy.
There.
He waves it over a blank piece of paper right here.
Ah, so, if anyone says about it, I don't know. Doesn't know. Wait. Shall we go to the next middle or welcome to the conclusion?
It is late afternoon by this point.
Dark day, cold. Welcome.
You can beat up. I don't think something. Sleep.
I'll go ahead.
Okay. You guys go back to your inn. You guys have got one night left on your stay
Go ahead, start with
before you have to re-up. So you guys have, dinner. It's fairly decent fare. What you find in your normal tavern, but it's actually of a decent quality. It's not like low end.
Yeah. Mystery, great taste with mystery, great eat.
Yeah, it's not that. It's actually like it's haunches of meat and some tubers, mashed tubers of some sort. Maybe potato, maybe
What's potatoes, precious?
yeah, and whatnot. You go back to your room, you go to sleep. The night passes, fairly uneventful.
I like hell.
You wake up in the morning. You have anybody who is hurt or down to less than 5 hit points will get all your hit points back. You wake up in the morning and you start on your way.
Well, so this food. Look, the last guy,
We're on this. It's we help his red.
and the last guy shot up.
Yeah. The offer some high five.
Yeah. That hurt.
There's a stuff.
There's two pathways at the bottom. One leads the direction to pretty much more than 20 feet each direction is a straight.
Rewarded, sir.
And he's in the back. He's about another 4 foot down from where you found him. Oh, you came back. I thought you were going to just leave and not come back like the last lot did.
Yeah,
You ever dig a hole?
I don't think it's going to solve it. We went and talked to the chronicles. Where your well was, somewhere one of the 7 keys structures were.
Okay.
So we gotta go down there and make sure it's safe for the chroniclers.
and
At the same time, figure out what's stopping water. It's your job is to make sure the well works.
No.
it's our job. Yeah, I'm not.
Basically, what
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you guys need to, do what you need to do. I mean,
setup you have to solve.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it takes about half of it to water the plants. Luckily, I've got it set up through tubes and whatnot. I can shut it on and off. Yeah, definitely. That'd be amazing.
All right.
So you know, we're not using the rope this thing. Don't find it over longer.
Yeah, the whole flawless thing.
Yeah.
So remember the big torches?
You should have those in your adventure kit,
That's what.
along with 10 feet of rope.
Yeah, they're the next was that. Back here.
Yeah.
No man.
Well, those two have dark vision.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're human, right? Should you have low light?
I'm hoping.
So you have no light.
Yeah, you said that. I'm like, hi, human. Oh. No.
With this,
off. I'd look more secure.
You guys need something secure. He actually grabs this. It looks like a tent stake, but it's about 4 foot long. He just kind of pulls it there, grabs a mallet, and one swing puts everything except for about 8 inches into the ground.
You're not farming here, Black.
Well, kind of have to do everything on the farm.
Nice.
By the way, well,
I've got extra room, so I'm not real worried about that.
so
Hello? The secure block.
Okay, yeah, you secure it. You test it fairly well. I'm assuming you guys are going to take most of, since it's about 40 foot down, 40, 50 foot down, you guys are going to use your ropes and tie them together.
I'm making each not as secure.
Oh yeah, you guys, you're taking the time, you're making sure it's all good to go.
Fault was? Check was.
So yeah, you wind up climbing down. I'm going to need a climb check from everyone.
Yay, I have to hit that skill. Where are you? 21.
Oh,
Front of a box.
5.
Well, there went clear.
Did anybody except for the cleric roll below a 15? What'd you roll? So you two go down first, make it down perfectly fine. You go down, you slip about almost at the bottom, about 10 foot down. You're going to take 1 point of damage.
If I take down, so already numbers.
You're also going to take damage from trying to catch him. Okay, roll a strength check.
No.
Yeah, you both take 1 point of damage if he lands on you. he did cushion your fall.
It's not. It's not yet.
The cleric starts coming down as you two are getting up. I need a dex save from the barbarian and the rogue.
18.
I got hit.
What did you roll?
4 total.
All right. She is going to fall. I don't think she's getting up.
You're
27 points of damage.
Dang. 9 hit points. Yeah.
You're going to take 7
Okay.
impact damage. It's non-lethal.
Yeah, but still, it's like. That part's not part that make me go,
Are you negative?
no, I'm at 6. I'm looking at the dead.
So is she actually like,
Yep.
You switch.
Fortunately, you have no one that's able to either resurrect you or anything else. Congratulations, you are the second ever player that's ever died in one of my games.
this is my first ever trip? She died. They can tell you that from me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
She's
At first.
sweet. Head first. You're
Yeah, you landed basically, you launch darted, and your neck went.
Here. So,
I'm just gonna pass this over to Joe.
Did you find your character sheet?
Yeah. It was in the opposite pocket. It's never used.
Okay.
I don't know why I used it in paper.
So yeah, Kira, go ahead and roll up another character. That's what you just passed.
Oh,
I don't know if I've got any more blank ones down here.
There goes the bubble butt parrot.
Bubble butt. Bubble, bubble. So, at this point, you guys will extricate her from the well. The farmer's a little like, oh.
I'll take a wisdom factor.
She has to prove the shit.
You would know the symbol, so you'd know where to go.
No, but I'm very
You've been down. There's an entire row in.
also you.
He wanted to go.
And also before some of the more track for the public.
None of us think it's fun.
Well, yeah,
You're right, probably true.
yeah. Kate and Katie and Galen, yeah.
They like it to go.
So we have had a death by falling. Nothing to do with me. She fell on her head. You made the climb check. You slipped. There's no reflex.
Ready to take a hold.
Yes. You're also a cleric. The reason he got the reflex save is because, or the check is because he's a rogue. It's part of his training package. I'm sorry, clerics don't.
You're welcome.
Your job's like, well, she didn't outside. She didn't get outside.
She rolled bad today.
Yeah, you're
What it was is that maybe you spent all your luck.
and your guy said, you're done. Squish.
Oh, no, good luck for you today. Should have given her the. What?
You know, it was too bad. Good luck bag, bad luck bag. All right, we'll reach into the luck bag and oh shit, grab the wrong stuff.
She has to take the money that's on her. Everything for her whatever stuff.
Actually, everything that's on her person goes to church, and that includes the money.
It's one to the dirt.
Because all that money, money minus what she paid for housing, essentially is for the church.
All right.
You get her back to town.
We will be back soon.
You go back and talk to the chronicler and kind of inform him of what happened. He goes, "That's what I was afraid of." Because you look like you should be a fairly strong climber.
Okay. It's
Your cleric, that should have been an easy climb. Unfortunately, I believe that there are some other forces at work here.
she had some of the more interesting ones. Like one of our trips child, she got bit on the butt by him.
That's not normally where they like to bite, but okay.
Yeah, she got bit there.
Okay.
So yeah, she.
That is not that's not good. That's not good at all. But from what I'm thinking is even with the luck that the more than likely it is something more akin to something trying to keep someone of the cloth out.
About my favorite.
Yeah, very much above the paper. So at this point, we're going to pause while I'm going to go upstairs and grab another character sheet for our now departed cleric.
You're not a member of the party? I'm sorry. We needed another champion.
We're going to do
Be a concourse.
it. Look and see who I have available. It'll take me about a day.
I can let the farmer know. She'll go back. Go.
I already let him know.
We're going to help him refill the first work. I feel bad that it's taking us so long.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is not so
It
bad.
takes you a couple hours to get that refilled. And
Yeah.
he goes, "This going to take you long, this long. I do have a secondary reservoir at the other end that may need filled."
I feel bad that it's taking us this much trouble.
All right, so I'm going to go upstairs and grab that. You guys discuss what you're going to do.
Yeah, right. I felt that. I'm sorry.
I just look at you and be like, you know, I figured the other job was going to be the one I give.
You, that three, was dealing with the shape changing out fair 8-year-old. Who knew that would be the easy job?
Tell me about it. I could summon another Alvarez.
How big? You decided that one.
No. Just back by the time they were gone.
What a dwarf. Yeah. It would have, I'm used to your husband. It would have looked like that.
It's not that far.
Right. Okay.
Booze is never easy to replace, so guys.
It's not all.
I'm hearing you speak. I'll take my laugh.
Yeah, you're not going. You probably not easier because you know, slut. Come on, problem. This is. See, you know, he's so but not right. He's a big, lovable dumb kid, right? Okay, he's smarter than your average human. You want to know what's squishier? Research. That's one of my favorite joke cats. Crap guys. They use the guys that poke you in the middle of the night when you step on them. The reason that something one single ply of toilet paper with the something that's cracking.
How do you get understanding? Pull out and walk. Sit down. Start thinking, debating on something as I'm doing.
I thought I was going to be the one that's good. Some cleric that we had. God said, was hey, don't worry. I have a couple of characters die on me. So,
A lot of characters are really close to death, but maybe do the fit.
And my second character, okay. 1 million. Right. Right. Next one, close a few times, has been turned into a frog at least twice. That's okay. The first time, creature I was beating on, that was a good idea. It swallowed me, and I was doing more damage inside of its stomach than everybody else was. It's fine. So think about it. It swallowed a monk. The monk was in its belly going. I'm using it as a speed bag. Did it spells? It's like a punk theory. Why we're wrong. We're going to farmers farm food. I don't know if they want to put back to the farm.
He waiting for the lunch break for. And then trying to do as much research on something.
I'm doing all this work as we have.
Yeah. Where are you at? You don't have to put it somewhere. I'm good.
I'm going to keep an eye on the weather for the first shift because he's executive. Because it's not the weird, dangerous swell of thing. Sick thing.
Joker player. Made you fall off the roof. Wasn't like nothing.
Like square.
I don't know.
Might have hurt if you're like crap.
Well, I saw that right there. Was probably about $50. Catching your nose diving person, that's probably got 20 years, 55 out the pockets. Nope.
Try to not for that level. Because I have the ritual now. 3.5.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you get an idea of this what's going to be making?
Same 1d6 plus 10. And then, huh?
Like stats. What stats you actually?
But your dice,
Tonight said
they were like, no.
back.
Bad. You know that there was from what you're able to find, it looks like there was actually they were known as the Rune Lords. And there was recently an expedition that actually killed the last remaining Rune Lord high in the mountains to the north. He was in the north. So in the mountains in the north, very high. In a place known as Zinchalas. That's about all you can piece together. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. This is why I'm amazing.
Wonder why. Well, thanks. No, we'll make it me. How do I think me? I also
1d6 plus 10.
so subscribers. Everything is on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't laugh. Smile. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, well, I think that.
So I read from Cyber's.
Maybe it was.
16, 13, 15, 15, 16, 16.
I got sick. Sorry. Please have me.
Yeah. You rolled them, so, and truthfully, you rolled him. He was there watching you, so.
You're going. These are high rolls.
Seems like, yay! At least they make sense, though.
This is terrific. Big change of those things.
Because I think I'm going to go through it, I just don't know if it's. Unless the DM wants to be nice and only expand. No.
I had.
No. God, no.
It's appropriate to do a whole fucking syllable.
Only if he's male and named Steve. Oh.
Last time I played with the Dryad, the first meeting that we had with her, started the 20, or 10. She said, I'm going to show you how beautiful I am. They all went, oh, they re-died.
They redied.
Gorgeous herb.
So, those of you tuning in, I apologize. We did have a death in the party. We are having the person roll up a new character.
Do not care for yourself.
And it was not anything that was a monster kill. It was actually a skill check of climb that accidents happen, and not all characters die due to monster death. Sometimes they die to bad die rolling. So yeah. And my die that was rolling 1s and 2s the entire time decided to roll 8s and 10s.
Yeah,
Basically, in kind of to rephrase what happened, when you tried to go down, you didn't quite have good enough footing, so you put your foot over on one of the metal rungs, and it snapped underneath you, and that's what caused you to fall.
they covered you. They did cooking kills the whole way down.
You can come see the people too, because Puddles come see the people earlier. Now you can see people.
No, I don't.
There we go. We got that daddy arm. Oh my God, he's got a vice grip on the daddy arm.
I'm just gonna say she was a
Okay.
You hit that next rock bottom.
See Dwayne Johnson here.
Can you smell what he was cooking?
Right there.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of death.
Right next to you.
Oh. One, you're lucky.
You know what? You say.
They're my favorite song.
He looks like a lady.
I'm sorry, your favorite arch. Your favorite. Yeah, sure. One of the top favorite. This way. This one. Do it this way. One, two, three.
You good boy? Yeah. You did a good boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Went down? Went down? There you go. So what did you decide on?
We're gonna go two half orcs.
Why?
Orcs get the +2 for one ability score.
Okay. Why not? I'm going to advocate here. Why not take a human where you get the extra feet?
I'm also going with the speed once per day when half orc is proper low 0 hit points.
Okay. The only thing is that would not for the fall. No, because you weren't fighting.
See,
The thing is, though, is if you look at it with the taking the feats and being a human, you're going to be more survivable, flexible. Yeah, very flexible.
as long as you don't make
I'm just a suggestion. You can go with what you want, but
so you don't make it.
if you like, I'm already thinking that the extra feet at first level is probably going to help. Yeah.
That's what if I could get the feet.
Well, she was also dead past 10.
This way.
So Die Hard wouldn't even have come into it.
And this is Greek mythology. Tyler is like, and I'm waiting for the. What are you trying in my boat?
And then you just sit up and go, I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat.
It's like poor Mario. It's like in. Leave me when I say, fuck the mermaid.
Whoa.
So, not that fun.
Right?
Sorry for guys, but
No, no, because that was nowhere on key. It was
when that song comes on.
Oh my god, that's so much wrongness from that. Thank you for my image of that. My goals. That's I had a couple other good talks. Hopefully, push that. Or sorry, still. Hey, it was a beautiful one.
I cannot deal with the.
Got Seuss versus Shakespeare. Something I was doing Shakespeare, correct? For Shakespearean beat. First time you're rapping, that part now. You're doing it in the proper Shakespearean. Bitch. You know what?
Fork you.
Lecture might be my favorite Shakespearean moment in the movie. That's the dog. Yeah, that's it.
Did you find any people?
So that is just so much where they go. You can through that entire monologue. Oh, how many times he had to go through that entire monologue? Or having somebody else on set laughing loud and drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This fucking damn it, George Clooney, why are you laughing so loudly?
So while you guys are patiently waiting for your
Or say goodnight. I want to put some
egg, you guys
Night at the parking lot for the well for the first shift.
okay?
Because at this point, we don't trust the well not to throw somebody else at this rate.
you just sacrifice something. Sure.
Nothing happens. There's no noises, no lights, no nothing. Who's doing second shift? All right.
Taking a
Yeah, amazing. They give it
Nothing.
this in the woods.
That would check the butt for sure. Making sure that I'm properly.
Well, they would have done that, but they are actually they're helping you with the morning process. Even though you're a monk, you're not above feelings. So they're actually giving you counseling. And,
Can I get something to go?
okay.
I don't. It's a pretty wonderful thing knowing it was built by kings that are with river and the new that things one almost through a doping process. I don't expect people not to throw out a zombie or something at this rate.
Give the GM idea.
It's too late. He's already had those.
Actually, I hadn't, so thank you. Okay. Basically, night passes. You go back to the chronicler, and he tells you actually there is a acolyte druid that one of my former boss used to be was able to cure because the Lord, is it a he or she? Because she is, they want to kind of push her through the grove a little bit to actually get some real life experience. Because they found that those who just stay in the grove only will, they get a little sense of security, and then when stuff goes down in the grove, they're not good because they freeze because they have not had that real life. Yep.
Yes, I understand.
Yep. So she should be here from the Druid Grove to the south within the next by midday. Problem and whatnot. So you go to you go get something to eat. You clean up at the church and whatnot. But you'll go get something to eat for lunch. But then you get back from lunch, you will meet. What's your character's name?
It's interesting. I haven't thought of it yet.
Raining something at you.
We do have the cube of death.
cube of death.
So I said the cube of death.
Yeah, I should have to spot here.
No, what?
Look up something real fast here.
Are they playing together?
What's being grumpy now?
Grumpy that I.
But Mama had to eat.
What did I carry?
That's true.
And Puddles is sitting right in front of me.
Well, this morning.
Then that's not a good thing.
Don't think about love your expert.
01.
Oh, no, it's. I've been binge watching Forged in Fire. Yeah. For
It's technically a patina on it.
it's sort of like a Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Especially the ones. You're out.
There. Pass that down to the lady. She can teach them.
I think Mom was like, I was talking about that. Yeah, they both went crazy. Yeah, they're like. They both were like, we don't.
You incline.
Yeah, honestly, that's true. Oh, we need to pick an anchor.
See, like it, I was more Christ about thinking of doing it anyway, but Rob shot me at the with, have you seen a sign of that? I'm gonna catch it.
What's wrong with
Ah, baby. So it's like, oh my, alligator.
his son is just not much better. I saw one of his things where he got a snake that was in the
He called it beauty hit. I saw that.
yeah.
He's like, oh, you just did it. I'm like, oh, God, you're in your jam.
Yep.
That's been a lot. And I saw him doing a segment when he gave me Bell show. I'm like, Steve, did you shrink? Hooked that in heart one time. He said, nope. That's one. Any of those animals. Oh. One animal he was actually kind of surprised. That was
Thanks, Bob.
What did you roll?
That's
You always get max on the HP at first level. Actually, I do max HP for the first 4. Maybe second string, but geez.
You got that.
I'm an asshole, but shit.
Hey, here's that fun, man. Be that close.
Mm-hmm. Did you come up with a name yet?
Steve Rogers. Why not?
Elvira. Mow.
Shit.
Was she an X-Men? What?
Shit, Father.
She goes shing, and they come out as limp roots. Actually, probably to be honest, at this point, because I'm going to have to plan some stuff out now that I'm thinking about it. So I think we're going to go ahead and end it here for the night. No, you're fine. Everybody will get 500 XP. Oh, darn. That will take everybody to the next level, including the druid.
You started at level 2.
So I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight and who watched this later. Definitely do appreciate you guys tuning in. Just want to I'm going to steal the line from my buddy NZTNT. Time is a finite resource. Thank you for spending some of that time with us. I definitely do appreciate it. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.